Hello, good evening, and welcome to a sedated vampire video. So, I have two main hyperfixations, Vampire the Masquerade and Black Veil Brides. Well, music, but Black Veil Brides is one of my favorite bands. I have them tattooed on me. If you've seen videos in my room, you'll see I have basically a museum dedicated to them there. I've got all their vinyls, all their CDs. I've been to 13 Black Veil Brides concerts. And as somebody who grew up in Louisville, Kentucky, I got to see a few of their early shows. It was pretty cool, pretty awesome. But I wondered, in the world of darkness, if they existed, what clans would they be? So that's what we're going to find out today in a new series I would like to dub, What Clan Are They?
Vous êtes des animaux.
I feel it's appropriate to start with Black Veil Brides. Again, I've got a long history with that band, so it's definitely one of those that I know a lot about, and I may have an overabundance of knowledge about them.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
Now, I could easily go with the classic, make the Malkavians Sons of Discord. I think it's Sons of Discord, and have Andy be the sire of all of them. That would be the easy grab. So I'm not going to do that. How I'm going to kind of do this series is almost as if they are a coterie, a formed coterie, just like a band would be. So let's start from the top, and we'll hit Andy, this beautiful being. When it comes to Andy, I feel like the Toreador clan is probably the best and the most accurate representation. First, let's look at the lyrics of the band. They're always passionate, and they are always very artistic. Their performances are something that gets planned and drawn, and he's got a fucking notebook where he draws the costumes they wear. That is the most Toreador bullshit I have ever fucking heard. Like the set design, the costuming, how the pyrotechnics go off, it is all in a notebook that Andy has. In my rambling, I completely forgot about this beautiful, beautiful moment. So this is a movie called American Satan that Andy fortunately acted in. I had the pleasure of seeing it in theaters. And yes, if you're wondering, is that Drake Bell? It in fact is. The movie's like a commentary on rock and roll and how rock stars sell their souls for fame and stuff like that. It's a really interesting movie. But an actor, singer, writer, definitely Toreador. We've also got to look at the part of him being the front man of the band, the one who created the band all these years ago, back when it was the Beer Sacks in Cincinnati, Ohio. So if we look at that, as well as his just natural charisma and his verbal art, because he is a very, very eloquent person, I say Toreador is the strongest contender. That is not to say it is the only one. If you are familiar with the content of their music and Vampire the Masquerade, you would very much understand the choice of Andy maybe being a Bruja. I also feel like that's a very easy grab with all of them. I mean, okay, their first concept album, Wretched and Divine, Story of the Wild Ones. It's literally a story of revolting against a corrupt mass, a corrupt power called fear.
Let the thoughts slip away and remain calm. Stay close to fear. Only we can protect.
And freeing the outcasts. Again, touching on their lyrics, it's all about challenging the norm and empowerment for people who, like I said, are outcasted or on the outside. It's very, very Bruja. Not all Bruja are just angry. The Bruja are visionaries. They have something that they want. They see a future that can be attained. Even if it isn't attainable, they see it as attainable. One of their first albums, We Stitch These Wounds, has a song that lyrics are, never give in, never back down. When your life feels lost, fight against all odds. That is Bruja. So, Bruja and Toreador for Andy, but we will move on. Next. So, Jinx, our baby boy Jeremy Ferguson. He is an enigma. He is a classically trained musician when it comes to like piano, violin, viola. I think he plays viola. He is classically trained. He is a very, very mysterious figure. Again, touching back on the story of the Wild Ones, he was dubbed the Mystic. One of my favorite outfits that he wears at concerts is this like vest tail coat, like with a shirt underneath it, like button-up situation, and a top hat. And it is very much giving Tremere for me. I can truly honestly say that as I'm sitting here speaking right now, I am no longer thinking he could potentially be a Ventru. I am now just, no, Jinx is a Tremere. Moving on to the other guitarist in the band, we've got Jake Pitts. I'm in love with your partner, first of all. They are just so stunning and so talented and so creative, but I digress. It wasn't a question as I was making this list. Jake's a Bruja. He's got this, like, even when he is very much a sweet baby bean, he has got this like fiery punk rebelliousness about him, but it's giving very much weirdo warrior. And he's so happy with who he is, how he is, and how he lives his life. No one is going to change him. No one is going to change that. But then we listen to him play. And even through his riffs, I feel like in this universe, you'd hear that like, and then Spark of Rage would be active, like, absolutely. I feel like I am very much like scatterbrained about this. The Swiss cheese that is up here. So when it came to our resident goofball of the band, there are technically, all 5 of them are goofballs. The goofiest of goofballs, in my perspective, is Cece. Very much down to clown, very much a go with the flow kind of person. There's that like wild, almost chaotic energy when he's behind the drum kit, and the moment he steps out from around that drum kit, he is the biggest fucking cinnamon roll.
2 takes! I get it. 1 for fun!
I swear to God, and it gives like, and I say this in a non-derogatory meaning, it gives puppy. It gives puppy dog. Like, it gives golden retriever energy. Where's Cece a gangrel? He would absolutely shape change into a fucking raccoon, and I am so here for that imagery because I can just imagine Raccoon Cece with his bandana still on, like even in raccoon form, always wearing that bandana. And last but absolutely very far from least, scooch my chair. We have Lonnie. Lonnie is the newest member out of all of them. He is the most recently joined. I believe he joined either pre or during COVID. And that's about the only good thing I remember Miss Rona giving me. We are not going to talk about He Who Shall Not Be Named. Doesn't exist. Bye-bye. So Lonnie, the bassist. He is a very gentle, supportive, and grounded person from what I've seen and how he interacts with the band. Very much playing that quiet balance of the boisterous personalities and the more calm and reserved personalities within the band. And while they're all very, very good people, I feel if we take this into the consideration of it being a coterie of kindred, Lonnie would be almost like a moral compass for them. And that's why I chose Salubri for Lonnie. I very much think that he would be a Cyclops. I can see a Salubri seeing him and going, oh my gosh. Yeah, meet my qualifications, why don't you? Come here, baby boy. I feel like putting these 5 into the world of darkness definitely would make an absolutely weird fucking coterie that is just overpowered and stacked. Like a coterie you don't want to go up against. And what that makes me think about is what it would be like to get these people at a table. Andy, if you're watching this, I would love to storytell for you guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you guys think of my choices. Again, this is just my personal opinion. If you guys have any clans you think would fit these guys better, let me know in the comments. Let me know why. I'm super interested in hearing what y'all think as vampire fans, Black Veil Brides fans, or both. But also, let me know what band you want to see me do this with next. I have a few ideas, but I want to know what y'all want to see. Don't forget to check out Darkness Emergent Atlanta is coming up here in November. If you don't have your ticket and you want to go, get your ticket and get it now. The event is going to be wild. Between food for attendees, a couple of them are arriving by helicopter on a helipad. Like, it's wild. It's going to be absolutely wild. But with that, thank you guys. See you next time.